Hi guys, this is Brett Jackson. Today I want to do a little bit of a training and show you a few things online here. And I'll also give you a formula on how to get your content onto the first page of Google. Now there's me and my fiance up there in the top left corner, standing on the beach there, enjoying sunny South Africa here. I want to go over some of the techniques that I've been using to get my content out there onto the internet. Now who should watch this? Well, anyone who's not getting the results that they'd like online at the moment. If you watch this entire video, I'll actually let you in on a little secret on how I get to 8 out of the 10 of my latest blog posts on page 1 of Google. It wasn't always like this for me though, because look, I'm no guru, and it wasn't long ago that I didn't even know what a blog was. Okay, let me tell you a little bit about me first. After working for years in the automotive industry in a factory punching a clock, I knew that there had to be a better way. So I tried MLM to make a bit more money, well, offline first of all, and I did everything from handing out flyers to evening meetings, talking to people in shopping malls, bugging everyone. You know, I was a real stalker. All I achieved was a whole lot of failure and wasted time. You see, I wasn't taught the right techniques from the beginning. Then almost 2 years ago I turned to the internet. For a while I spent loads of money and time buying courses and chasing the next shiny object, only to lead to more failure. Well, then I discovered a guy called David Wood and the Empower Network, and well, since then my results have just been turning around ever since. If you just listen to the Empower Network trainings and take action, I can assure you, you will be successful. But the trick is you've got to take action. You can do course after course after course online and make a gazillion notes, but if you don't take action, you won't get any results. Well, that was me. That's what I was doing. The Empower Network teaches you how to take action and get those results, and it gives you the tools to do so. I remember a time when I would sit in front of the PC looking at the screen for hours, and I'd just be clicking on a few things here and there, getting no real results, or spend 3 hours tweaking a banner on my personal blog. I mean, that's just an absolute waste of time. Then I realized that I can outsource that kind of stuff for mere pennies, literally. I mean, I can show you the places to do that, but I'll do that on a separate training. Now, nowadays I only do things that yield results, and I take action daily to get the results like this. Now, let's take a look at some of my posts on Google. Here's a post that I did about a stupid story, actually. In the 1950s, 1958, it's supposedly said that the US had plans to actually activate an atomic bomb on the moon. So this came up on a newsreel not so long ago, so I thought that sounds pretty interesting. Let me do a blog post about it. And as you can see, my post is on. Alright, well, here I am, Empower Network blog, and I'm on position number 1 out of 165,000 results. Now let me show you another one here, just to show you that this is not just a one-time thing. Here I wrote a blog post about, I called it Business Summary Example, and I basically was doing on-page SEO techniques. And here again, I'm on page 2, and obviously climbing up the rankings. One thing that I can show you about blog posts and ranking with SEO is if you can get your blog post to rank up this high, number 2, we can make a few small tweaks and changes, and we can get that blog post onto number 1 very quickly. And I'm going to have to do a bit more work on this one. Fast blog leads. Here we are on page 1, right at the top again, empowernetwork.com. There's my blog. And this was a blog post I did actually about 0 to leads in 37 minutes. Now what it means really is 37 minutes after I sent out the blog post, after I published my post, I got my first lead. I was so excited I wrote a blog post about it. On the page here you'll see is 15K training remastered. I listened to one of the latest trainings in the Empower Network back office, and they've got the best training available on anywhere in the industry in the back office there, and I was just blown away. So I wrote a blog post about it, and here we are, top of page 1. Now you'll see this is not the Empower Network blog. This is actually my own personal blog. So I'm using the training and the techniques that they teach you to rank any blog. Now I've spent a few years working on my blog, and most times my Empower Network blog outranks my own blog 6 to none. You'll actually see here that I'm not just on the top position, I'm actually on the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and I can get those positions anytime that I like. Then the next post here is Dragon House Dance Crew. I don't know if you've heard of Dragon House, but you must see these guys. They can dance, and they did a video recently which really ranked up the charts, and I enjoyed it so much that I thought, well, I'll use the link juice from the Authority blog YouTube, take the video, slap it onto my blog post, and it helped me to get ranking. I'm not on the top of page 1, but as you can see, I am on about the 8th position there. Thanksgiving quote from space. I'm not sure if you saw that either, but on Thanksgiving, the US team up on the space station gave a speech and a Thanksgiving thank you, and it was a quote from the astronaut Kevin Ford. And again, there it is, right on the top of page 1, my Thanksgiving quote from space blog post. Now I'm not showing you these blog posts to brag. I'm showing you what's possible with a little bit of training and using the right techniques. This one here is a blog post I did about one of the world's tallest buildings constructed in 90 days. They're saying it's going to be the tallest building. Again, top of Google, number 1. There it is there as well in position number 2. All of these other positions help to promote the top position and drive it even further up the rankings. These techniques are all things that I've learned being a member of the Empower Network. This here, Success Proof for Your Complete Money Makeover. Again, I'm on top there of page 1 with my Empower Network blog. You can see further down the page, the 4th position. It's actually shown up on somebody else's blog, Grow Rich Project, and this guy's in 508 Google circles. Now usually when the guy's picture shows like that, it means that he's in my circle, so if he is, I can get hold of him, have a chat to him, and maybe I'll even talk to him about guest blogging on his blog, or sort of working together in future. Again, I'm going to cover things like that, like guest blogging, in further training, so keep an eye on my blog and be sure to subscribe. This is again on a social networking site. This is on page 1, and I'm a little bit further down the page. So you get the general idea. I mean, you know, Define Awesome Year of Summer 2012. Here I am again, Empower Network blog, top of the page. I'm also on the 2nd position, and a couple others down the page here, out of 18.8 million results. This was just again another video that I really enjoyed, and I mean, where else can you make money just promoting other people's videos? I mean, isn't that just cool? I think it's cool. Okay, the next one that I did and ranked for was okay, this is the last one, was what you call a long tail keyword, which is Define Awesome and Year of Summer 2012. Year of Summer 2012 is actually the 2nd ranking keyword that I found, so I put them all in one sentence and made that my my blog URL. But the keyword I actually ranked for was Define Awesome. Now, if I remember rightly, this Define Awesome had quite a large number of searches on it, so it made it worthwhile, but at the same time it gives it quite a bit of competition, and with the Empower Network blog, no problem, it pushes you right up there. I'll actually show you what I mean about the searches. This is a little tool that I use, and a lot of the top marketers use, to actually find out how many searches your keyword gets and ranks for. Now, as you can see, Define Awesome gets 8,100 local monthly searches, which is more than enough to make sure that you're getting traffic. Now the trick is to make sure you haven't got too much competition against you. Again, these kind of things I show you in my free training, but these are just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to what you need to do and tricks that you need to use online, and all of that stuff you can learn as an Empower Network member. So how does an Empower Network blog help you to get these results? Well, it's an aged blog with thousands of members posting content, and each content post helps the Empower Network platform itself rank higher on the search engines. So I can show you this by checking out an Alexa ranking if I can find the page where it's on, because my PC is doing funny things here. But at the moment, they're actually currently ranking 254 in the US and 488 in the world. Okay. Now, the lower the number on the ranking on Alexa, the better it is. Like Google's position number 1, and Facebook's usually around number 2 or 3. So that is an excellent ranking. Now, the higher the Empower Network blog ranks, the higher all of our blog content ranks, just naturally because of the power of the blog. So armed with an Empower Network blog and their cutting-edge training, I know I have everything I need to get whatever I want. Literally, it's that simple. Can you imagine your life, what your life would be like if time and money was not an issue? Well, I want to tell you about an aha moment that I had recently. I was standing on the beach here in sunny South Africa last weekend. It was a clear day, it was warm, there was no wind, and I was standing on the sand at the edge of the water, small cool waves lapping over my toes, and I looked out over the ocean and I realized that everything was going to be cool. Because, you know, I've been broke. I've been down and out with no real positive outlook ahead. Well, so it seemed, and I've worked for years in the automotive industry only to make someone else rich. No free time or money to break out. But now I know what I want. I have a clear vision for the future and the tools and the confidence to achieve my dreams and help those around me achieve theirs. So if you can relate to having no time and money problems, keep watching this video. And at the end, I'll tell you how you can get the abundance and freedom that you deserve. You know, I often wonder what would have happened if I hadn't made that decision. I'm talking about the decision I made one day. I remember a time when I decided to buy a few years back. I was sitting looking at a button. I said to myself, I've got to click that big red button and buy. Because if I don't, I might not get the results that I want. Now imagine what will happen if I decide to buy and take action now. And I did. I pressed that button and I bought into the Empower Network. Little did I know that a few months later I'd be looking back saying, what if I hadn't made that decision then? I wouldn't be where I am now. And I'm glad I did. It's the best damn thing that I ever did. So I've got a question for you. What would you rather do? Spend your time on the beach or all your time in a factory or office making someone else rich? I'm sure that you know the answer to that. But it's up to you. Maybe you don't want to rise up out of your dreary existence like I did. Maybe you don't want to have lots of free time, fast cars, loads of money, a sexy partner. Maybe you want to stay at $5,000 a month, $3,000 a month. I don't know what you earn. On the other hand, if you do, what are you going to do about it? Well, now that you see the button on the page here below, there's 3 things that I want you to do. Click that big red button right now. That's step 1. Step 2, pull out your credit card and put in your credit card details. And step 3, hit the submit button right now and change your life forever. That's it. It's simple. And as promised, as a reward for doing that, I'm going to give you a free secret training on blogging and content to help get you going. You'll find it under this video. And then you can have the content on your first page of Google like me and start enjoying abundance and freedom yourself. It's that easy. I promise you, it really is. Well, guys, that's it from me today. This has been Brett Jackson. I've enjoyed sharing with you today, and I hope it's inspired you to take action. I appreciate you, my friend. I'll see you in the next video.